Yeah. Keeping it PG. And so we're about to play the Hawks. Coach Saban calls. And he's like, hey, I need you to come be my strength coach. I just took the job at Alabama. And I was like, okay. The problem is that I'm on the road and strength coaches in the NBA, we wore a velour, I'm gonna repeat, velour sweatsuit, right? So I'm in a velour sweatsuit, and that's all I have on the road because it was a one-night trip. We went to play the Hawks, whoop their ass, come back. That's all we're doing. So after we beat the Hawks' ass, we get mad. Come on, we just did it. That's all it is. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I worked for Coach Saban when I was 23, 24 years old. How do I walk in with a velour sweatsuit, right? There's no way I'm gonna get this job, right? So I go to Walmart in Atlanta. I buy navy blue sports coat, white shirt, red power tie, of course, khakis, shoes, everything. $96. The best investment of my life. And when I told him, Coach, all I have is a velour sweatsuit, his response was, I'm not hiring you to be my banker. I need you to be my strength coach. But I still walked in there and I was getting it. So when I first got there, so 2009, I set these crazy goals. And these goals were, I wanted to win 10 national championships, right? I wanted to make a certain amount of money, and I wanted to develop 50 first rounders. So I smashed the hell out of 2 of them, because I developed 60 first rounders. I made the money that I thought I could never make as a strength coach, right? So I smashed 2 of them, and I got 8 national championships. But these were my goals, and how I set my goals. To have 10 pills a day. Now we're out of docs, right? The docs they can't write that. The most I could get a doc to write me was 4 pills a day. So if I'm going 10 pills a day, I got one doc writing me 4, I got another doc. So I had a doc in Alabama, and I actually had a doc in Mississippi that would write me a script for 2 works a day, 2 30s a day, 4 30s a day. So I'm still missing a lot. So what do I have to do? I gotta go to the streets with it. And I gotta go to the streets. So now, 2015, I have this up here because this is when I stopped taking them, like swallowing them. I started snorting here. So, I go to rehab. Woo, yes. Remember, everything's on Zoom, right? Everything's on Zoom so nobody knows. So I go to rehab for 30 days. In this time, these withdrawals were so bad that in a 10-day period, I had a Fitbit. I slept 8 hours in 10 days. I felt like I had the flu for about a week and a half. It was coming out both ends, but I still had to work. So I was still doing my staff meetings. I was still doing my special teams meetings, and I was still signing major players. Like, this is the middle of recruiting. So still, everything looks great on the outside. No one knows except my wife that I'm in this rehab. No one has a clue. Remember those goals I had to win 10 national championships? I'm 40. Stand tall, but you got to stand up, right? So it's on me. Do I really want this when nobody's watching? When no one's watching, am I really doing what I'm supposed to do? Like he talked about, I hate to bring it to it, but the seatbelts, right? Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know if you sit on the seatbelt and not put it on. Nobody's gonna know if you're on your phone. Good?
Wait a minute. Surely, after all the experiences this man, how many people in here love sports? Y'all ain't got no questions for Nick about Nick Saban or LSU or anything?
For everyone. Coaches need to get used to. Like, look, we were 7-6 year 1 at Alabama. 7-6. Year 1 at LSU, I think we were 6-7. All right, we lost to UAB when I was at LSU. Shouldn't have done that. We're at Alabama year 1. We lose to Mississippi State. ULM. You know, okay, Hale State, let's go. I didn't know y'all existed. We appreciate y'all. I was going to say, we appreciate y'all. It's always a really good week. A really good week. It's not a bye, but it's a good week.